Hey, welcome everybody. So tonight's free energy upgrade is focusing on reclaiming and upgrading our power. So basically restructuring the energetics that govern how we connect to our power. So most people have some level of disconnect to our true power. And normally, let's say we would be born with a full connection to our power, and through the rough and tumble of life, that might get disconnected. A few more people just joining there. Okay. Welcome everybody who's just joining. Okay, if everybody can be muted, that's great. So I was just introducing tonight's work. So tonight's upgrade is to reconnect you to your true authentic power. Your power is the vital life force that you need to manifest the life that you want to live. It's the power that's going to create your health, that's going to create your relationships, that's going to create money, that's going to create your home, that's going to create your body. Every aspect of your reality comes from this vital force that you have. And ideally, you get it purely from source. But most of us, as I was saying, are somewhat
DSKTOPKHRMMH0 disconnected. Ready to pair.
Okay. Not sure what that was. Right, so mostly ideally what we want is a full power connection to source power, and then we have this pure life force with which we can create all aspects of our life. But trauma will disconnect us from that power. And when I say trauma is like an energetic car crash. And if you imagine a car crash, it kind of will unplug all the different parts that connect. So the water's not flowing into the carburetor and so on. And it's the same with us when we go through a trauma. And that trauma can be birth trauma. It can be as early as birth trauma. So while most people incarnate with a full connection to our power, some people might incarnate with only a partial connection because they're coming in with a lot of ancestral trauma or past life trauma. And in that case, you might see like a sick child or a child that's struggling because they don't have access to all the vital force they need to create what they want to create in their life. And also it might be about soul lessons as well. So all of these traumas, which can be divorces, death, and it can be subtler things. It can be like losing your job or just having an argument with a friend. All of these things can create these disconnects. If you're not getting pure power from source, what happens is that we start trying to get junk power. And junk power is stuff like food. So I'm going to get my power from food, or people might get it from medication, antidepressants, or they might get it from internet or social media or shopping or socializing or all sorts of activities. But that's always going to be junk power. It's not going to be pure life force. So today what I'm going to do is disconnect you from any junk power sources and connect you fully to source power. I'm also going to pull back anywhere where you have given your power away to others, whether you gave your power to a parent, a partner, to your children, to your boss, to the government, to the authorities, so or to an idea or a system. So anywhere your power has been given away, we're going to pull it back. And then I'm going to repair any leaks, because when we have a trauma, so I'm a bit like a mechanic, really, an energy mechanic. And when I look at what's happened to somebody who's gone through trauma, all of our underneath the hood of our energetics, it's all fields of consciousness. There's a field of consciousness that makes up your cells. There's a field of consciousness that makes up your body. There's a field of consciousness that makes up your love life. There's a field of consciousness that makes up your money, your purpose, your relationships. There are all these fields of consciousness. And again, when we go through some kind of trauma, it creates tears in these fields of consciousness and you lose power. A bit like when you have a leak in a bicycle tire and the air is flowing out and then you get a flat and then you can't go where you want to go. So if you've got leaks in your energy fields, in these fields of consciousness that create your health, you're never going to have enough vital force to create the health that you want. So that's what we all experience when we have a particular life area that might be our vulnerable life area, and that might be our money life area or health or relationship. And you might be working on it loads, but it's just not improving. And it can be because there are just leaks or tears or drains, big energy losses. So I'm going to repair all these energy losses. So basically what we're doing, and I'm also going to just make sure that you're fully connected to your authentic, natural, and personal power, fully aligned to it, fully owning it, that you're master of your power, that you wield your power with consciousness, that you invite your power, use your power, expand your power, allow your power, welcome it, and trust your power. So we're basically doing some really vital maintenance to make sure that you are fully connected to your power. And, we can do this kind of maintenance and then you might go through something challenging and it can knock you out again, which is why energetic maintenance is really vital. But some people here or who watch the video replay may never have been fully connected to their power. So the intention that I set before opening the field for this work, before coming on the video, is that everybody who does the video or who comes live gets fully reconnected. And I am going to test you, and I should have done that before doing the recording, but what I'll do is I'll do the before and after testing afterwards. So we'll see what the shift has been when we finish, just so that it's off video. Anyway, if you'd like to just sit back and relax, and we'll begin. So once you're comfortable, you can close your eyes and just take a few nice, easy breaths just to ground in and just connect to your heart. And if you like, you can put your hand on your heart or your belly, if that makes you feel a bit more connected to your body. And we are going to call in the hologram and the geometries for this work, completed successfully for all of us live here and for all of us who do it on replay afterwards. And we're going to open our workspace. So we're going to open the cosmic field all the way to source code, opening to magic and miracles, blessings, love, and gratitude. We ask for divine and cosmic protection for ourselves, our lives, and our work. And we ask for real-world tangible results and a reality upgrade as appropriate for each one of us. And we now call in all of our teams, our spirit teams and all of our healing teams, the alchemy teams. And we call in the light codes and the technologies and the grids that we need to assist us to do this energetic upgrade. And we ask that your spirit teams perfectly regulate all aspects of today's process, how you release energies, how you take in energies, so that you get the best result as appropriate for you. And we ask our divine and cosmic protection teams to prevent all interference or overloads or overly rapid releases or intakes of energy. So full protection is activated. And we set our intention now that we are going to reclaim our power and get fully connected to true source power, 100%, multidimensionally. So let's just begin by imagining that we are standing together outside in nature in our very favorite place on earth. Could be a beach or a mountain or a field. And we're standing together in a circle. And from your heart, I'd like you to visualize yourself sending out a beam of green heart light to each and every person in the circle with us right now. And let yourself feel these beams of heart energy coming to you. Everyone else in the circle is sending their love to you. And all of these beams of green heart light crisscross each other, forming a sacred geometry of light that holds the frequency of love. And this is the portal in which we're going to do our work. So I'd like to invite you to follow me into this portal of love. So teams, please open a crystalline matrix. This is a spherical crystalline matrix. And place us within it for the complete resolution of all blocks, all damage, all energy loss, and all disconnection from source power, and a total upgrade in our relationship to our power. So we begin by asking the teams to please activate a full field repair to work on every single field of consciousness within the very complex energetic system that we are. Repairing the field of every cell, every particle of our body, every organ, every tissue, every body system, all body functionality. Repairing the field of all our beliefs, repairing the fields of all our emotions and our behaviors, repairing the field of our health, of our wealth, of our relationships, of our creativity, of our joy and happiness, repairing the field of our purpose, repairing the field of our home, our work, our families, our sexuality, our adventurousness, our imagination, our spirituality. So we ask the teams to repair and seal all leaks, all tears in the membranes, to seal all the holes and the drains and any vortices resulting in huge energy loss, and to remove any wedges or foreign objects that are keeping these holes open, resulting in huge energy loss. And we ask the teams to repair all damage to the membranes of all these fields of consciousness that create all aspects of our body, of our being, and of our lives. Please fortify these membranes. And by the end of this session, please have all of these fields of consciousness filled up with pure source power. Teams, please call back our power from wherever we have given it away to other people. And as we do this correction, you might become aware of who you might have given your power away to. Pulling it back from any other people, any old partners, current partners, lovers, old friends, new friends, current friends. Pulling back our power which has been given away to family members, or our boss, or our workmates, or our neighbors, or people that we might be fighting with, or people that we might envy, or anywhere you've given away your power to a certain idea, or a certain community, or government, or organization. So wherever in the world you've given away your power, see yourself pulling back all that energy and reclaiming it for yourself. It belongs to you. Bring it home. Now we ask our spirit teams and our alchemy teams to please unplug us from all false power sources and junk power. And as we do this correction, you might become aware of any junk power you've been using, like food or chocolate or alcohol or drugs or sex or shopping or television or internet or social media. So just become aware that you were drawing power from those sources because you were not getting the good stuff, true source power. And we're just going to unplug those lines of income of power, those avenues, those channels of incoming power from the junk power. We're just going to cut those off, seal them up. And we're just going to ask your teams to please reconnect you 100% to true source power. Activating a full power connection between you and source. Allowing you to receive an unlimited stream of pure source power with which you can create all aspects of your lives. Your health, your wealth, your purpose, your body, your freedom, your sovereignty, your joy, your love, your happiness. So just really tune in as you notice your energetics restructuring themselves and that channel opening and strengthening between you and source. Strengthening that pipeline between you and source. And wherever there was any damage to that pipeline, it is now fully repaired. And that pure source energy is just coming in, filling you up. And it gives you so much juice to create your life, so much power. And just see how these pathways of energy, this new source power allows you to create your life differently. How much stronger you are, how much more vital force you have available at your disposal. And just scan your life and notice the different life areas that are now benefiting from you being more connected to your power, having access to this vital force. So we ask the teams to activate all the interconnecting pathways to all aspects of your being, allowing the flow of light, energy, consciousness, and pure life force to flow continually as needed. And we ask the teams to please clear any old patterns which blocked you from having 100% connection to your natural, authentic, and personal power, which comes to you from source. Clear anything in the way of you being aligned to 100% of your power, to 100% owning your power, to mastering this new relationship to your power with consciousness and integrity, and wielding your power with consciousness and integrity, inviting your power, feeling safe to hold this much power, using your power creatively, letting it expand and expand and expand, welcoming it and trusting it in your life. So we ask the teams to please activate all the corrections, all the healing, repairs, restructuring, and realigning of all our energetics required to create 100% upgrade in all aspects of our relationship to our power. And we ask that this work be done multidimensionally through all layers, all levels, all dimensions, all time frames, all realities, all universes, through time and space. And we ask that this work get done, all the clearings and all the repairs get done and anchored through all levels and dimensions of your being, including anchoring this power into your inner earth level. Anchoring this upgraded power into your earth level. Anchoring this upgraded power into your subatomic particles, atoms and molecules. Anchoring it into your DNA. Anchoring it into your cells, your bones, your organs, your tissues, your fluids, your hormones, every body part filling up with pure life force, allowing health and radiance, rejuvenation. Anchoring this power into every body function and all its functionality, like breathing, and pumping blood, and digestion. Anchoring this pure source power into every chakra from the greater chakra system and into your meridians and your nadis and all energy and electrical flows in the body. Anchoring this upgraded power into all your beliefs. That all of your beliefs now resonate with the more empowered version of you. And any old beliefs that were the result of you knowing yourself when you were operating at 50% power or 25% power, we're just gonna do a little housekeeping and clear out any of those limiting beliefs, especially beliefs about yourself, who you are, what you can achieve, how healthy you are, how radiant you are, how powerful you are, how strong a manifester you are. We're just going to clear out all those old beliefs, because now that you're plugged into full power, your abilities are radically different. We're also going to anchor this new full power connection into all of your emotions. And we're going to do a little housekeeping on your emotional body, because any emotions that you were regularly visiting, experiencing, and running because you weren't fully connected to your power, which might have made you feel powerless or angry or fearful or sad, we're just going to do a housekeeping and clear out all of those limiting emotions, low frequency emotions that were valid at the time, but now that you're fully plugged into your authentic power, they are not in alignment. Now we're going to anchor your full power connection into your behavioral body. And we're going to do some housekeeping on your behaviors. So any of the old behaviors that were a result of not having access to your full power, which were completely understandable at the time, but are no longer relevant now, we're just going to release those old behaviors. And maybe as we do this, you might see which ones need to go. And then if they've become habitual, you can just remind yourself after the session, oh yeah, I used to do that before, but now I don't need to do that. And now we're going to anchor this full power, pure source power connection and flow of this source power into your energy body, into your light body, into your rainbow light body, and into your soul. powering up your connection to your soul. And we're going to bring this pure source power and anchor it into your dimensions. Your dimensions are really important for your spiritual connection and your intuition and your creativity and your imagination. And bringing that pure source power into your star level, the part of you that's had different lives on different planets, and your angelic level, and your source level, and anchoring this pure source power into your galactic level and your cosmic level. So the whole of your multidimensional matrix, which is the energetics that make up you and your life, fully anchored and powered up by this much higher quality power, life force. Now we're going to work with your externals. We're going to work with your health. So wherever your health, the field of consciousness that held your health was maybe leaking energy and maybe was a bit deflated, it is now fully powered up. All the leaks are repaired and it is fully powered up with this pure source energy. And we're going to take the identity of your health and allow it to upgrade so that wherever you saw yourself in a particular way around your body, now that you have access to this pure source energy, this pure vital force, you can transform your health. You can reinvent yourself. So any old identities, and this is going to be true for all fields of consciousness and all aspects of you, all old identities, we command that they release so that we don't get stuck in the past and that we're in the present moment where we can experience ourselves in a fresh and new way. So upgrading our health and our body, our beauty, our rejuvenation, our vital force, our energy, our day-to-day energy to do things, and the identity that we carry around the body, upgrading it now that we have full power connection. And now moving on to the field of our money. Now that those leaks and tears and the trauma's been released, everything's been sealed up, and we pull in and anchor this pure vital force that allows you to manifest abundance and freedom in a way that is truly natural and authentic and easy for you. So just see the field of your abundance, your wealth, your money, your income, your earnings. Just see it expand. Like a tire that had a leak and now it's been sealed and we're filling it up with pure life force. And just see the old identity around yourself and money releasing, sending it to 0 point and upgrading the identity to just notice how empowered you are now that you have the vital force to create your abundance. And now with the field of consciousness of your relationships. This is your relationship to yourself, to friends, to family, to your partner or lovers, to your community, to your clients and peers, colleagues, and the greater community, and to humanity and to life itself. All of these are different fields of consciousness, and we're going to work on them all at once. Just notice that all of the leaks and energy losses have been repaired, and we pull in pure life force and let them expand. And with this greater power, you're able to create relationships that are more true, more nourishing, more in balance, more supportive of who you are and your purpose, that are just what you need in your life. So call those in, utilize that life force to create the relationships that you want in your life, because you now have the power to do so. And now we'll create the field of consciousness. We're going to work with the field of consciousness of your home. And notice that now it's been repaired, and we pull in and anchor that pure source life force, pure source energy. See that field of consciousness expand and expand to utilize to create the home that you truly desire to have. And this might mean just tweaking or improving your existing home. It might mean changing your home. It might mean finding a home. It might mean changing your feelings around your current home. So just call in all that energy, that pure vital force, and just know that that vital force is yours to use with your intention. It's energy that is there at your disposal. And releasing all the old identities that you've carried around home, around relationship. So we're just going to do this generally for all the fields of consciousness, and there are many, many, many fields of consciousness that are your externals, your creativity, your fitness, your work, your purpose, your imagination, your spirituality, your sexuality. All of these different fields of consciousness, they're all repaired now. And they're all being filled with pure life force, giving you the wherewithal to create whatever you want. And we're going to work with the field of empowerment now that that field is repaired, and we fill it with pure source energy, which gives you the empowerment to know that you are a master creator in your life. And now that you have access to an unlimited source of pure life force energy, you can create whatever you choose. You are a master alchemist in this reality just through your pure intention. Now we're going to go into your inner aspects, your personality, your identity, your ego, your inner child, your inner mother and father, which are your wise guides, your inner critic and your inner champion, which is your inner voice, your inner masculine and inner feminine, and all of these have been repaired, sealed up, and filled with pure life force energy, pure light. And any old identities that you've been carrying around, thinking that you are less than you truly are, we're just going to send them to 0 point. We're going to send them to Creator to take and to dissolve and repurpose into just life. And any old inner archetypes that you were carrying around inside you, whether it was the person struggling with money, or the person who didn't have a home, or the person who was fearful, or the person who was single, or whatever it is, whatever those old inner archetypes are, we're going to ask that all your inner archetypes be upgraded, releasing the old ones that are no longer in resonance with who you are now, and pulling in some new, more powerful archetypes that can serve to show you who you can be and what you can do. Like the king and queen, the alchemist, the magician, the artist, the creator, the manifester, the genius, the inventor, the healer. Whatever your heart's desire is, pull in that archetype now. And finally, we're going to do this work through all versions of you, through all timelines. So we're going back into your past, and we're going to send this healing back to all past versions of you. Wherever you were struggling, wherever things weren't working out, wherever you were going through hardship, we send this healing and this repair work to you to support you and help you get out of that difficult moment. And we do this through all timelines, all versions of you in the past. And now moving into the present moment, working with all versions of you, and there are many timelines of you exploring different potentials and possibilities. We're going to send this repair work to all versions of you, allowing this upgrade to be received with permission if they choose to receive it. And we're going to move into a future, all future versions of you. Because as I mentioned in the beginning, sometimes we can repair ourselves and go through an upgrade, and then something happens and it can knock us out. And if that happens, we're moving into that future timeline, and actually all those future timelines. And we're doing this repair work, and we're going to point it into the moments in time where you've just gone through something challenging. And we're going to activate this repair work so that it repairs in your future, so that you don't go through a downgrade. And we're going to ask that this get repeated every single time you go through any trauma that knocks you out of your power, that this upgrade kicks in and restructures your energetics and repairs any damage. And we ask that this be installed ongoing for you, going forwards through all dimensions of time. Okay, so we are going to anchor this work. And we are going to express our gratitude and thanks to all of our spirit teams, our alchemy teams, the hologram and the geometries, and the crystalline matrix. And we are going to seal this work in a cocoon of magic and miracles, blessings, love, and gratitude, opening to the infinite power, potential, and possibilities that exist within the cosmic field and the now point of power. And we seal this work in a field of divine and cosmic protection, protecting ourselves, our lives, and this energy work, this upgrade. And we ask for real-world tangible results and a reality upgrade and an identity upgrade for each one of us. Thank you. It's done. It's done. It's done. Okay, so before I turn off the video and we can do some testing about our before and after levels, I'll just tell you the date of the next free energy upgrade, which is Sunday, November 3rd, and it's a fear release. Especially with what's going on in the world, we just want to make sure we're not taking on any fear about the changes and all of that stuff. So I'm going to turn off the recording and we can do some testing for everybody and have a share. Okay.